Throughout history, armies have lost battles. That's normal. That happens. But some defeats were not just losses. They were disasters so complete, so avoidable, and so thoroughly humiliating that the people responsible spent the rest of their lives hoping nobody would bring it up. Here are three of the most embarrassing military defeats in history.
In 1788, the Austrian army was marching through modern-day Romania to fight the Ottoman Empire. They never made it to the Ottomans. The night before the battle, a group of Austrian hussars, cavalry soldiers, stopped to buy schnapps from a group of Romani merchants. Other infantry soldiers arrived and wanted the schnapps too. An argument broke out. Someone fired a shot. In the chaos and darkness, soldiers who hadn't seen what happened assumed the Ottomans were attacking. Someone shouted, "Torch!" the word for Turks, and the entire army panicked.
Soldiers began firing at each other in the darkness. The officers tried to restore order by shouting "Halt," which in German sounds similar enough to Allah that soldiers thought it was an Ottoman war cry and panicked further. The Austrian army retreated in complete chaos. By morning, 10,000 of their own soldiers were dead or wounded. When the Ottomans arrived 2 days later, they found an abandoned camp. They walked in without resistance.
In 1932, the Australian government declared war on emus. This is a real thing that happened. 20,000 emus had migrated into Western Australia and were destroying crops. The government deployed soldiers with machine guns to solve the problem. The emus won. The birds proved almost impossible to kill efficiently. They scattered when fired upon, making machine gun volleys ineffective. Their thick feathers and small vital organs meant individual shots rarely stopped them. They moved in small groups that were hard to target. After 12 days, the military withdrew. The official kill count was a subject of some dispute. The soldiers claimed 250 kills. Ornithologists estimated closer to 50. The emus were unimpressed either way. Major G.P.W. Meredith, who commanded the operation, noted, and this is a direct quote, that the emus could face machine guns with the invulnerability of tanks. Australia quietly stopped talking about the emu war. In October 1940, Benito Mussolini gave Greece an ultimatum: allow Italian forces to occupy strategic positions or face war. Greece said no. Mussolini invaded anyway, confident the campaign would last 2 weeks. It lasted 3 years.
The Greek army, significantly smaller, significantly less equipped, pushed the Italian forces back out of Greece entirely and deep into Albania within weeks. It was the first Allied victory of the Second World War. The Italian army was eventually rescued by Nazi Germany, who had to divert significant forces to bail out their ally. Hitler was reportedly furious. The delay caused by the Greek campaign pushed the German invasion of the Soviet Union back by several weeks into winter. Some historians argue that Mussolini's failed 2-week campaign contributed to Germany losing the entire Eastern Front. A 2-week campaign that lasted 3 years and possibly cost Germany the war.
3 armies, 3 defeats, 3 very long silences afterward. Military history is full of brilliant strategies and impossible victories, but it is also full of 10,000 Austrians shooting each other in the dark over a bottle of schnapps.
And that is also history.